Twitch females. Do I need to say more?
Researchers, I saw this. Oh my god. Somehow, some ducking moron has convinced I don't know, some sort of like organization to pay them money to figure out if on a male-dominated platform, women are sexualized more. After they do this study, they're gonna do another study afterwards to check if water is wet. Researchers.
It's poetic, isn't it? The new male who's only shot at encountering a female is, if she's on OnlyFans, is trying to tell you that males are responsible for the bad decisions that women take. Good start, Asmongold.
Collected a sample of 1,920 video clips, bro. Imagine being it's your job to look at clips of girls and be like, is this hot or not? Like somebody got...
Isn't that your job technically to a degree?
Paid for this. The sampling process, okay, so this is the actual, like, let's look at the methodology. Because this is what really matters. The researchers collected a sample of 1,920 video clips from Twitch TV. Number one.
This is not the methodology, by the way.
This is a bad way to do it because that a lot of these sexualized video clips are going to be deleted by streamers, and a lot of sexual streamers don't have video clips either because they want to use that content to get people to go to the OnlyFans. So there's a little bit of a selection bias there. Not a great way to get
he's wrong. Without knowing what the purpose is of these 2K video clips, or what they're looking into, or how they're judging these clips, what he is saying is irrelevant and most likely false to whatever they're doing.
Clips. Anyway, let's move on. These clips are selected based on their popularity within the most frequented categories of the platform. Okay, so that's also kind of problematic, but whatever. The sampling process was carried out from September to October 2022, focusing on the top videos within the video game and real life IRL categories, which were further broken down into subcategories like just chatting, ASMR, and pools, hot tubs, and beaches. The results...
Okay, this is stupid. He could have said this. Okay, if they're breaking it down by categories, you're supposed to expect, whatever their methodology actually is, that pools and hot tubs are gonna be dominated exactly by those sort of clips that we're expecting. So it makes sense. And also ASMR. I have no idea if the ASMR thing is still Amaranth having a horse mask and farting into the microphone, but I'm gonna assume it is.
Showed a clear gender disparity in self-sexualization. Wow. Bro, we were looking for where the hoes are, and we fucking found them. And you write in an article about this? You're getting paid to find this?
Yes.
I could have told you this for free. You go to the section...
I would have asked them money anyway.
Where every girl is making dick-sucking simulators, which is what not half of the ASMR.
More.
95% of the ASMR on Twitch is a dick-sucking simulator. And you think to yourself, damn, well, this is the way that women stream. How dishonest. You look at the...
it is actually the way women stream. This is not dishonest in the slightest, honestly, in my opinion. Because you need... there's this strange thing that constantly is getting brought up. Oh, men are over-sexualizing women. Men are doing this. Men are doing that. Yes, to a degree, that's true. But are men really doing it more than women? I will disagree with that. A lot of women get, you know, BBLs, boob jobs, nose jobs, all of this crap, you know? And for what? Well, to just get more attention, to look better. Well, not to look better, honestly. It's just to get more attention. Women primarily care, in my opinion, only about the attention. It's like one of the main things that they care about in life. I have never in my life met a man who has actively encouraged women to get fillings, liposuctions, and all of that stuff. That doesn't happen. Women choose to do that because they see women that are getting more attention from men than themselves, and then they choose to do these things. I have never met a man who literally is going around asking women to make breast implants or stuff like that. Now, I understand Jeff Bezos probably is one of them who actually does that, but that's like a beyond super niche example of one in maybe a couple of billion. So that doesn't really count.
Top 100 female streamers. You look at the top 20 female streamers, and a lot of these women are not sexualizing themselves. Try it out for yourself sometime. Open
A lot of them are. I'm pretty sure Amaranth's the literal face of Twitch.
up a normal section
After Pokemon.
on Twitch, like Counter-Strike, Apex Legends, World of Warcraft, and just look and see what the women are wearing. A lot of them are not.
Now, this is a lot disingenuously right there. If I would go right now into Apex Legends, and I'm not gonna do it because we have done it already many times. Everything he says is false in these situations. If you want to go and open up any kind of actual gaming thing, go open it up and compare the male streams to the female streams. The female streams are gonna have a camera this big, and they're gonna not be dressed in their pajamas or in comfy stuff. Okay, they're gonna be wearing something that's pretty hot, probably something that is designed to be aesthetically appeasing, without question. That is what you're gonna have. Bigger cams, a lot more switching to the full cam and whatnot. They all sexualize themselves to a very, very certain degree because they want the attention. No matter how naked or not they are, they want the attention. Women love attention. It's like one of the most basic things you're gonna find out about women. They love when men, or specific men, pay attention to them. It is undeniable.
Over sexualizing themselves. I've proved this multiple times. Now, obviously, on Twitch, women are gonna.
We have actually multiple videos where he talks about this, and then we go in and the Twitch categories and prove him wrong. It's so easy. And just go.
Be sexualized more because the primary audience on Twitch is men. They're trying to blame men, though?
Yeah.
Well, of course it's men's fault that women are sexualizing themselves because they're trying to get men to look at them. Fucking duh. Each live stream.
No, these women made a conscious decision to do that. No men forced them to do it. They could have went to a different platform. They could have done different things, but instead of that, they willingly chose to do this. Men have absolutely no fault in this. Because these women took the self-conscious decision in full understanding what's happening and did it to themselves. No man forced them.
Was then evaluated based on a combination of factors such as clothing, exposed body parts, focus on the image, posture, and behaviors that implied sexualization. The results showed a clear gender disparity in self-sexualization. Well, of course it did. While the platform boasted a larger number of male streamers overall, female streamers were found to engage in self-sexualization to a much greater extent and intensity. Only 2 male streamers out of the entire sample were categorized as hypersexual, compared to 389 female streamers. I guess they might have watched Tectone whenever he did that black bar thing.
Why the fuck would I get banned for this?
Only 5 streamers out of the entire sample were categorized as sexual, compared to 190 female. We were surprised by the significant difference in the levels of content sexualization based on the gender of the streamers.
Why would you ever be surprised about this? Why? Why would you ever be surprised about something like this? Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna Google this real quick. Twitch viewer stats by gender. As of December 2023, more than 7 in 10 online viewers streaming platform Twitch were male. Okay, so roughly 30% of female, the viewership is female. So you kind of can see this. The stats don't line up. If 30%, or let's say 1/4, because that's more accurate in this case. If 1/4 of the Twitch viewer base is female, then you would still have 100 males that would be doing the same thing, because there's 400 women that fell in this category, but yet you only have like 2 guys doing it. This means sex doesn't necessarily sell by itself. This is just proof of that, the imbalance of these statistics, because they should line up. If we assume, which we are kind of assuming here from Asmongold's, well, he's not really saying that, but it's kind of roughly in that direction, that men and women are more or less equal-ish in this case, right? we would see 100 males fall into this statistic versus the 400 women that were doing it, because that's the difference between male audience and female audience, 3 to 1. But it's not happening, which means women are choosing to do this. It's not a natural thing. Women choose to do it.
Nah, this is just like, there's so much wrong with this. Like, you literally go in the section of girls that are using the website to advertise OnlyFans, and you go and be like, wow, there's a lot of sexualization here. You know, I went to Cabela's, I said, God damn, where's the vegan-friendly section?
We also talked about this in another video. He has mentioned this before. You can easily disprove him with this by just actually seeing the amount of total women that are doing this. You can go in any other section except the hot sections, and you're gonna see women still being hot even there. Yeah, if you're trying to measure the amount of crackheads in a society, and you're gonna take a sample size of 10 and you go inside a crack den, the numbers are gonna be off. But you can easily test this by, not going into the hot tub section and going into other sections.
I go to Golden Corral, I said, God damn, everybody here is fat. I go to church, I say, where the fuck are the atheists? I go to Burger King. I'm not even gonna do that one. I won't even do that one. Take it easy. Yeah,
What's in Burger King?
Like, what are we talking about? It's nuts. The study findings raise important concerns regarding the pressures and incentives that drive sexualization on a digital platform like Twitch. These patterns of self-sexualization also have potential implications of shaping audiences' attitudes towards gender and sexuality.
Now, to be fair, there is one thing that I haven't said, but it is true. You see women not doing this sort of content on Twitch, and then they want the viewership, obviously. They want the viewers, they want the money, they want all of it. And, well, they're trying their hardest, to be in a full body Birkin playing Counter-Strike Go 2 or whatever it's called. And it's not working out for them for some reason. And yet, this absolute piece of meat is laying in a pool and getting like 2K viewers. That may, again, push the woman that's playing Counter-Strike in a full burqa to actually, take it off and find an inflatable pool and, green screen the gameplay on her behind or something like that. Now, that is also a push, but again, that's not men pushing, her to do it. That's just her wanting the fame, money, and attention. And thus she chooses to do it. And why? Because she's inspired by another woman to do it. That's how it works.
This is actually true. This part of what they said is true. What's this here? These journals won't accept articles that don't problemize issues so much they teach researchers work backwards on conclusions, aka not do science. Well, the problem is that if you, I can do a study, I would always tell people this, right? Is that you can, if I wanted to do something that was against everybody's best interest in the guild, what I would do is I would put it for a vote. I would put it up for a vote because I just think people are fucking stupid. You convince people of anything. And it's the same thing with this. You can make a study and take any data that you want, and to the undiscerning eye, you can tell people something that's not really true, but it seems like it is because of limited information. It's like you're shining a...
The same way we're working with limited information, that we're looking at essentially summarization of a study and not actually looking at the study itself. Yeah, I agree with that.
Flashlight on a piece of a painting, and you're saying this is the whole thing. That's about it. It's incentivized for further research money. Yeah, exactly. So, the intersection of self-objectification with issues such as sexual exploitation and human trafficking underscores the urgent need for platforms and policymakers to address these complex challenges. Shut the fuck up. Number one, the reason why this happens often responds to a patriarchal idea created based on the male ideology. Yeah, no fucking shit, it's patriarchal. Obviously it is. Because you know who likes fucking girls? Mostly dudes do. So whenever you're making content that's sexual, the audience is men. That's the way it goes. Like, it's like, you know what's crazy to me?
That's
it's
accurate.
like people have spent so much time on the internet. It's like a caveman is rediscovering fire. We're rediscovering fire. We're learning once again, hold up, wait a minute. Men are attracted to women, so women create content that appeals to men. Holy shit. What? People are we're rediscovering fire every time. Why do you think that is? I'll tell you.
I think he's missing the point, but I can't really explain how he's missing the point, because this kind of says that they choose to self-sexualize, and the people who consume this product are men. Yeah, that does make sense, but okay, no, actually, forget about it.
You why it is.
No, it's too hard to
because people
explain.
live in a pacified, placid, flaccid world that is filled with platitudes and euphemisms to make all of life seem like it's a lot nicer and more pleasant than what it really is. And so they live in...
I'm not sure when he says this we're thinking about the same thing, but he is right, you know?
4 different levels of a disconnect from reality because they can't deal with reality. These are the people that whenever the DoorDash person rings their doorbell, instead of leaving it at the door, they have to lay down in their bathtub and cry. Like, these people are fucking stupid. And they can't figure out even simple shit like this. They've checked out. Bro, and thank God. I wish they'd stay checked out.
Checked out means self-deletion.
Yeah, these people don't even understand how normal society works. So these people have to rediscover fire. Yeah, no fucking shit. Girls are doing it for male attention. What the fuck do you think? If a guy could flop his dick around and have the same thing happen, he would. And also...
That's not true. Guys can actually do it. There are guys on OnlyFans who are not gay and do gay the audience essentially is gays. And some of them are really successful, by the way, as it turns out. Yeah, I know. Kind of shocking, but yeah. You can do it. But guys don't do that because you don't want to deal with that. Everyone watching this except Asmongold would understand what I mean. You can do it, but you're not gonna do it. If we're gonna betray our lives and, you know, everything about ourselves, we typically do it in different ways than becoming prostitutes.
By the way, there are guys that do that. There are. Absolutely. It's not as common because of the way our culture works, but it is. Our long-term goals for research include deepening our understanding.
No, our culture works that everyone's free to do whatever they want. And for a guy, it's definitely more appealing to say that he's a young 5-year-old girl, so he gets in the locker room with other girls like that. So, you know, that's what a lot of them do, okay? That is the betrayal that, you know, people are actually gonna go for, but not for this.
So, how it affects adolescent girls and boys, now we can work to create more inclusive and healthy online communities.
Inclusive, yay!
Yeah, so you go and you look, it's just crazy. This study is just the beginning. There's much more to explore in terms of the pornification of culture and its psychological impact on users. I wonder,
wait, does this study even blame men, honestly, for this? Or is Asmongold just single-handedly blaming men for this?
Will say that this is fucking true, and Henry Cavill is a G for trying to push back against that shit in movies where they have unnecessary, unneeded, absolutely fucking irrelevant sex scenes that nobody needed. The Hobbit fucking romance with that elf chick and that Hobbit, like the dwarf. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck, like, it doesn't need to be like that.
Oh, that wasn't pornification though.
Yeah, it was about The Witcher. I think it was another thing too. I hated that shit. It was cringe, man. It's cringe. I think that there is a pornification of culture, absolutely. But this isn't an example of it. This is just an example of porn. And to be fair, it's not really.
No, it's that Twitch is actually a great example of exactly that, because it just shows a pipeline that is easily success, and people want to mimic it because it's so easily successful. It actually is a great example of exactly that.
Porn. But they have websites that it's like, you know, you get on the train and then you go to the station, which is the porn. That's the way it works. And so, yeah. Goddamn Halo Series 2. Yeah, who the fuck asked to see Master Chief's ass? I didn't. I did? Well, you're wrong. Okay? You're wrong. Nobody asked. Dedicated to nothing but people streaming in hot tubs. Gets which genders a majority, if not all streamers are. Thank you. At least this person realizes what a massive fucking selection bias this is. Like, this person says, they're like, oh, I wonder if men or women are sexualized more. They go out of their way. And look, it's categorized as sexism. Well, no fucking...
Well, obviously, what isn't nowadays categorized as that?
No, yeah, it is sexist.
And again, you literally have no idea what what they're actually doing. This is a fucking summary. A poorly written summary of what this research is trying to do. Now, I'm not saying that the research is good. I would probably not agree with it. But this is just a poorly fucking dumbly written summary of what this research is maybe supposed to be. So, you know.
Yeah, it is. Because it's dealing with sex. Fucking duh. Of course. These people are rediscovering fire. It's sexism, it's unfair for men? Yeah, that's right. That's the way it is. But that's the way it is. Cry about it. And so these people, this person literally had somebody pay them real money to watch hot tub streams and hot tub clips and ASMR clips, almost 2,000 of them, to come to the fucking brilliant conclusion that in fact, women sexualize themselves more on these sections than men do. Somebody got paid money for this. So before you think that you can never get a job, you can always...
Also, by the way, considering what did they watch here, again, easy pushback against this is very simple. I'm gonna go on Twitch and I'm gonna go categories. There's nothing in categories? I use Twitch way too little. Browse. So, if you're looking at the just chatting section, recommended for you, highest to lowest. The just chatting section is the biggest section on Twitch by far. So, effectively, it has enough representation in it, on technical levels, to represent the whole site to a relatively accurate degree. So, there you go. That's just basic statistics for you, okay? You don't need to ask a million people for their opinion. You can ask 1,000, and chances are, if it's done properly, that 1,000 will be a pretty good representation what the million would want. And since just chatting is the biggest section, if I remember correctly from the start here, I think I do, but who cares? Just chatting, just alone, represents Twitch very, very good as a whole. And this is, by the way, further even concurred by Asmongold himself, when he says Twitch is not just gaming, it's just chatting now, okay? Which means, again, that just chatting represents the majority of Twitch. And if the majority of, if they choose the to look into the majority of Twitch, then, well, you're kind of representing it. Also, there is an argument to be made that hot tubs and pools, there's somewhere here, I'm going to see if I can find it. There's hot tubs and pools, 6.6k viewers. So this is probably not even going to act... Whoa! I'm going to bookmark this. Anyway, let me look at it again. Yeah, wow. Okay, I kind of like, this is a good section. Also, pools and hot tubs were a part of just chatting. Twitch relatively recently only removed it. So, you know, again, it's a fair representation. Looking at just chatting, if you believe that Twitch is not about gaming, but it's actually a huge... Whoa! Just chatting, it's, you know, what am I saying? It's pretty good, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna actually close it now. I closed the hot tubs and pool sections. Relax.
Find somebody dumber than you are that could piss their money away to try to figure out how to rediscover fire. There's always somebody stupid enough to give you money if you believe in yourself hard enough. Tell men don't sexualize women.
Yeah!
Men open up social media. Well, I mean, the thing is that, like, this is the thing. Like, this is, like, guys...
Dude, if you completely remove men from from existence, women would still sexualize themselves like there's absolutely no tomorrow. Because women still want to look better than other women. It is absolutely undeniable.
Any guy that
En masse, a lot, without question. It is what it is.
doesn't get this should never talk to a girl until he understands it. Women don't like to be sexualized whenever they're not trying to sexualize themselves.
Yes, they fucking... no, wait. No, yeah. They absolutely do. Women love attention. And that's what sexualization is at the end of the day. It's just men giving attention to you, okay? A woman doesn't need to sexualize herself to actually like the attention that she's receiving. It is what it is.
Women that are trying to sexualize themselves do not represent all women. So whenever I see, for example, this...
Yes, they do. A woman will 100% try to be hot for a man if she wants to at any given point in time. No, flat out disagree. Let's hear this again though, because it's kind of like very lukewarm and, you know, doesn't convey too much.
To a girl until he understands it. The thing is that, like, this is the thing. Like, this is like, guys. Any guy that doesn't get this should never talk to a girl until he understands it. Women don't like to be sexualized whenever they're not trying to sexualize themselves. Women...
No, yeah, okay, so that was the point. They 100% do. Without a question. If you think they don't, you're a fucking idiot, okay? Have a girlfriend. She's wearing pajamas. She's wearing average clothes. She's wearing, you know, panties that are 3 days old and they have skid marks on it. You fucking slap that ass, you know, she's still gonna be like, oh my, oh. She's still gonna be happy about that. She's not trying to sexualize herself at that point in any absolute way, ever. But she will absolutely love it if you sexualize her for it, most likely 9 out of 10 times.
That are trying to sexualize themselves do not represent all women. So whenever I see, for example, this girl right here, her title is Sexy ASMR. She's trying to sexualize herself. If you go into her stream and you...
Okay, I mean, who of these girls is probably not trying to sexualize herself? Your Catwoman. That's just cosplay, technically again. But hey, I'm willing to bet a little bit money that she's trying to do something here. What do we have here? Rerun Cozy. Oh, this is Cozy ASMR. I wondered what she's gonna do with the mouth and the microphone, though.
You sexualize her and I say she looks hot, I'm not doing anything wrong. But if I go and I'm trying to watch some girl playing video games and the one moment that she gets up to walk away from the camera, I clip it and, you know, title the clip Craigasm or Gyat, guess what? Now I'm
Gyat?
Being a fucking creep. And if you don't see what the difference between those two fucking things are, you need to...
Okay, there is a difference between that, that's true.
Stop talking to women until you figure it out. God damn, they need a whole research to come to this conclusion. And you know what's funny to me about this is that there will be some people out there that won't believe it. It's like, these are the people that like, oh, well, the earth is flat. It's like, well, you know, we figured this out, like Copernicus figured this out back whenever we didn't even have a microwave. Like, this dude didn't have a smartphone. We didn't have a NASA. How did Galileo, Copernicus, all these fucks figure it out? 100.
Who was the first who figured it out? What? Ancient Egyptians even had some kind of really stupid... But it's not actually stupid. I want to say it's stupid because of how fucking ridiculously clever of an easy way it was. I think it was Egyptians who actually had a super... Like, the most ridiculously easy way to prove that the Earth was flat.
Hundreds, thousands
of
years ago.
Not flat, but round. What a difference. I want a flat world, okay? Imagine how fucking amazing that would be if you just wake up and one day you hear on the news, the governments admit the world is flat. Bro, that would be amazing. Imagine how fun that would be. How everything would change. Dude, that would be amazing.
But you still think that? Because you're stupid. You can't convince people that are stupid that they're not stupid. It's no duh. People not privy to Twitch need a science journal to believe it. Well, the problem is that the methodology of the research was bad. And
Again, we didn't see the methodology of the research. It's just like a fucking summary or whatever you just read. Anyway, that's it. That was Asmongold Gold. It is what it is. Funny stuff. Haha. Hey. It's just Twitch things. I enjoyed myself. Anyway, this was Quizzer Sid. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.